Have you ever fallen asleep during a sermon or a lecture? Well, believe it or not, this once happened during a shiur given by the great Rabbi Akiva. The Midrash tells us that while Rabbi Akiva was giving a shiur, he noticed that some of his students were dozing off, so he decided to startle them, to wake them up. And this is how he did it. He posed this question: through what merit did Queen Esther rule over 127 provinces? And he gave the answer, which comes from the beginning of Parashat Chayei Sara. It's because she was a descendant of Sarah, who died when she was 127 years old. Now, what Rabbi Akiva was trying to do here was, instead of just giving a lecture to his students, he wanted to engage them in thought and in debate in order to stimulate them to discover the comparisons between these two ladies. And of course, there are many such comparisons. For example, both were exceptionally kind and selfless. Both were blessed with beauty. Indeed, they are 2 out of the 4 women concerning which Tanakh tells us that they were beautiful. Both at a young age were taken into a king's harem. Sarah was taken by King Pharaoh of Egypt, and Esther, of course, by Achashverosh. Both of them had royal identities. Sarah means princess, and Esther, of course, was the queen. Both of them had name changes. Sarai became Sarah, and Hadassah became Esther. Concerning Sarah, Hashem said to Avram, Kol asher tomar elecha Sarah shma b'kola, whatever Sarah says to you, you must listen to her. And concerning Mordechai, the Megillah tells us, Vayas Mordechai kechol asher tzivta elav Esther. Mordechai did that which Esther asked him to do. But I find that the greatest comparison between the two rests in the fact that our nation has been able to survive thanks to both of them. Thanks, of course, to Esther, through whose efforts we were able to physically survive, and thanks to Sarah, who has left a spiritual legacy as a result of which Am Yisrael Chai, the Jewish nation, has a strong identity, and we continue to this very moment to teach about the type of person she was and the great legendary role model she continues to be for our nation. All of this is certainly enough to make us sit up, to waken us up, and to recognize the extraordinary contribution given to our nation by women such as Esther and Sarah. How thanks to people like Esther and Sarah, we exist and we shall always thrive. Shabbat Shalom.